Mike and Dave rolling, boots on the ground. Big Rooster Media making their rounds. Tackling water wars, rights in a bind. Speaking the truth, leaving no one behind.
What's up, Klamath Falls? This is Mike.
Hey, what's up, Klamath Falls? This is Dave.
A lovely day. As we record, it's not bad.
The days are nice. I had to cover my veggies because it was freezing. So whatever.
Yeah, it got a little chilly,
Great Klamath weather.
right? I had to cover my veggies too. It got cold. So a few weeks ago, I told you I had attended a task force meeting with the Klamath County Sheriff's Office and the task force created by Commissioner Nichols. There we go. And so that was part one, and I just wanted to follow up with the second half of some of the concerns and thoughts that the Sheriff's Office are facing. And so some of their biggest concerns, first and foremost, is public safety. And really the biggest way to address that is to bring more people on board. The obvious constraint there is funding those people. Well, and finding the right people too, and we'll get to that in a minute. But the last thing they want to do is see taxes raised. What they are hoping, and I think we can all agree on this, is that we can continue to bring more businesses to the basin here that will just inherently bring more tax dollars versus raising taxes one way or another. So I appreciate the fact that they want to have more staff. They need more money from the county. One of the big things that Under Sheriff Smith is really pushing for, I guess, kind of stumbling over myself here, is they want more firearms training for the officers, and that's for not just their protection, but also for the public's. But right now, the entire sheriff's office has a budget of $25,000 a year for overtime. That gets eaten up quick. Because not only is it working, some of these guys and gals are working 12, 14, sometimes 16-hour shifts. Not to mention if they have to go to court or other duties that they have besides just their regular work. $25,000 a year in overtime for the whole staff goes by pretty quick. They also have a $25,000 a year training budget. And again, that goes by very quickly. One of the things that's hurting them the most, according to Under Sheriff Smith, is the Paid Leave Oregon Act. And that gives, on top of, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, it was news to me, but on top of your regular vacation time, you can have up to 12 weeks off on the Paid Leave Oregon Act. I was not aware of that. So these guys are not only getting their their regular vacation time, but they're getting an additional 12 weeks on this act. And
You just gave me homework. No.
yeah, right. Yeah, probably a lot of people out there writing that down. Paid leave off or Paid Leave Oregon.
I'm gonna have to see your notebook after this.
So that's a couple of the challenges that they have. Is all right. So you've got somebody that's decided they're going to take this additional 12 weeks. Well, the staff that doesn't do that, you are paying them overtime. And so that $25,000 does not go very far. Some of the things they're looking to fix within the sheriff's office, one is the radio systems are failing. And so instead of using our tax dollars to address that, Under Sheriff Smith has actually written a bid for a grant, trying to get grant money to pay for that instead of taking it out of the regular budget, which kudos to him for that. Body cams, they want to upgrade those, again, not just for the deputy safety, but if you think about it, that kind of protects you too, because that is video evidence of how your interaction with them goes. And should it go wrong for one reason or another, you have video evidence of how that interaction happened. So there are certain drawbacks to the current system. He did discuss those. And in looking out for their well-being and ours, I'm not going to go into what those shortcomings are, but there are some shortcomings with the current system for sure. And his other concern is he said that really there's no strategic plans for Klamath County. Klamath County has no strategic plans for anything. So, and what he means by that is disaster relief. If we have, they keep talking about the Cascadia zone, earthquake, other natural disasters, wildfires, whatever. There is no strategic plans in Klamath County for any of that, and that's something that really needs to be addressed. So that's a big concern of his. So anyway, I know in the past we've been very hard on the sheriff's office and Sheriff Mitchell, and I stand by 99% of that. However, in talking with Under Sheriff Smith, I do have a wider perspective on the challenges that they are facing at the office there. But challenges, whether it be equipment, financial, staffing, whatever, still does not excuse behavioral issues. And I'm just going to leave that at that. I do, again, want to thank him for having a conversation with me. Very, very open, very friendly conversation, which I wasn't sure what to expect. But grateful to have that interaction with him, to have a little insight on the challenges that they do face. It's not a perfect world, and they definitely have their work cut out for them up there. So just wanted to offer a little more insight and possibly a little more fairness in our perspective of what's going on. Well, yeah, it was worthwhile. It was a good meeting to attend. I was glad to be invited to it, and it was worthwhile. Sat there for about 2 hours and just heard them discuss the issues that the sheriff's department is facing, how their money's spent, what they need money for, and they have challenges. Trying to get good staffing is one of the biggest ones. So, and trying to fund that staffing on top of it. So, definitely got some work cut out for him. But Under Sheriff Smith seems to have a good set of goals laid out for the department.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
So there's that. Sir?
All right. Well, so the first, I'll call it the full weekend in June. It's free fee day on a couple things. So number one, kind of a two-parter here. It is free fish weekend. So that means you don't need any kind of permit or crab permit, fishing permit. So it's not only limited to like the lakes around here, I'll say, but yeah, if you are out on the ocean, you can crab or clam. It does say anywhere in Oregon, but it's on the coast. And it's pretty much, I'll call it no hold barred. So you don't need your combo angling tag. You don't need the Columbia Basin endorsement. You don't need your fishing endorsement. So it's pretty much a free reign on that weekend. So the free fish is June 6th and 7th. There's also local stuff going on. I know Lake of the Woods does a free fish weekend up there. So lots of stuff to do there. Also, that weekend, the U.S. Forest Service is doing a free fee weekend. Tongue twister. Sorry.
3 times fast.
Yeah, free fee weekend. So any of the national forests, there is no recreational fee or anything like that, you may want to check on where you're going. But like if it's a day use area, I'm not sure 100% on camping. Like I said, check where you're planning on going. But yeah, there is no like day use fee, anything like that on U.S. Forest Service. And they're calling that National Trails Day to go with that. So, couple combo free fees,
Nice.
fish and free fee.
Who's,
It's the F weekend.
Fee free
Yeah,
fish.
yeah.
Yeah.
Back to you.
On me. All right. Just a reminder, or if you haven't seen the banners around town or whatever, but May 30th is City Fest. And unfortunately, I'm going to be out of town. Last 2 years, this year and last year, I've been out of town that weekend. Unfortunately, I have a annual event I go to in Nevada, and it always falls on the same weekend. So, but it sounds like a great day. Kid-friendly activities, live music. Author, if you're listening to Christian music or Christian radio, Andrew Palau is a great author, and he'll be a speaker. Also, Newsboys and Ryan Stevenson, who's actually a Bonanza native, Christian singer, and also Marisol Park are all going to be performing live. At 2:00, there'll be free activities for the whole family, action sports demonstrations, gaming tent, petting zoo, and more. And then on the main stage at 6 p.m. is when the music starts, kicking off with the Newsboys and Ryan Stevenson, and again Marisol Park. And that's when Andrew Palau will be speaking. So I saw somebody on Facebook made some kind of a comment about, oh, it'd be nice to let people know that this is a Christian event, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? I think everybody is welcome to this. I mean, that's kind of the nice thing about it is nobody's going to sit there and put you in a corner and try to make you believe in God. It's just a friendly environment, healthy, family-friendly environment, and it's not costing the community anything. It's free. So people were complaining, oh, I should be paying for that. Well, we're not paying for it. It is sponsored by local businesses, and kudos to them for that. But there are some folks that will just find something negative about anything. So, like I said, I wish I was going to be here. I would absolutely love to attend this. Sounds like a great time, and I would encourage you, whether you are of faith or not, it's not going to hurt you to go out and enjoy something like this. So please do. Yeah. And kudos to the folks that are putting this on. It's a great thing for our community. In my opinion, this is what we need more of. So kudos to the folks putting this on, the promoters. Sir?
It's nice just to have like not like a county fair, but just something else to do. You know,
Right.
city fest. Yeah, why not? All right. So the let me get this right. Oregon Government Ethics Commission has released statements about Commissioner DeGroot. So he was under scrutiny basically for
Perceived impropriety or proprieties.
there you go.
Yeah.
So
Buying homes, working with tax collector.
yeah. So yeah. Anyway, maybe that was a little too much because he was dismissed on all, I guess, 6-1 on the Oregon Government Ethics Commission. He was dismissed on the 6-1 vote. So there's no substantial objective basis violated. Analyzed by honor investigators. So,
I wonder how the tax collector got fired feels about that.
yeah. So, and that's
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
no. That's the basis of where I was going. So, we the tax collector that was dismissed, according or because of the allegations, and then also there was a commissioners meeting. There was something on the Facebook and the YouTube about him saying "game on." He
Board
released
of Commissioners meeting on Tuesday.
yeah, he released a statement about the allegations and the attack on his family, which I get. However, he ended with the comment "game on,"
And he
and
picked up his toys and went home.
and then he did pick up and go. So it is online. You can see it. There's something not right there. If he's using his position and then that's his demeanor or that's his game on. Come at me, bro, or
Right? Might as
bring
well
it
just said that.
on, or
Yeah.
let's play catch. There's several. That is not a good nomenclature
Not
for
exactly a
commissioner.
professional
Yeah.
response. Yeah.
I mean, he may as well have stood up and ripped his, come at me, bro. I don't,
Shotgun the beer and went at it, you know?
something's not sitting right. So, but he was dismissed, is all I'm saying. So
So they would say.
we'll wait and see what's going on, but something is not right with this whole.
Tell you what, if I was tax guy, homeboy, that got
Right?
discharged from my position, I would be looking not only to get my job back, but for wrongful termination, possibly.
There you go.
So
Really,
not that we can afford any more lawsuits in Klamath County.
Right?
But, you know,
Yeah, I
we'll
don't.
just pile on.
I don't think this little chapter in the whole thing is done quite yet. There's lots of something not right there. So
Yeah.
if anything else does come, we'll let you guys
I'd
know.
love to hear from you, Commissioner DeGroot.
Yeah.
Share the story. So,
All right. Back to you.
all right. Well, this might not come to a shock to you, but and if it does, sorry, but we've officially been declared under a drought emergency. So, was it Executive Order 26-08 directs state agencies to coordinate and prioritize drought-related assistance for affected communities. We are in one of those. This is a third drought declaration issued in Oregon this year. No real surprise there. I mean, we essentially had no real winter. We had an extended fall. Is about it. I think I only had snow here on the property 2 or 3 days all winter, and it really didn't amount to a whole lot. Probably wouldn't have lasted that long. As of April 28th, approximately 70% of the county was listed as either moderate or severe drought conditions, and snow water equivalent was reported at 4% of normal on April 27th. I know Crater Lake has already been free of snow for a couple of weeks, which is crazy for this time of year. I think the last report I saw where they had snow, they had 4 inches of snow reported, and normally for that time of year, I think it was 87 inches. So now they're talking about the super El Nino that's forming out in the ocean, and 27 could be even. This year is going to continue to get warmer and warmer going into 27, and so not sure what we're headed into here. It doesn't look real promising. The only positive, I guess, is spin out of this is it was declared a naturally occurring event. Which where are all of the climate change folks on this one? Because I mean, this is a perfect opportunity. It's kind of creeping me out that they're not screaming. You know, we need to put corks in cows' butts to keep them from farting. But
Right.
anyway,
Yeah, and I pulled this one too. So there is 12 of Oregon's 36 counties are now under the drought status. So yeah, it's not going to be a good year for most of Oregon.
yeah, especially our farmers. Again, I know I
Yes.
mention them on a regular basis, but they are more affected by this than anybody. Our their livelihood is dependent on the weather. And not many people outside of farmers are in that position. So um, definitely keeping them in our thoughts. And man, I don't know if you have a farm and you are being affected by this. If there's some way the community can help you out, reach out to us. bigroostermedia@gmail.com. Just shoot us an email. What can us folks in Klamath County do to help you guys get through a summer like this where there's really no water? I know there's 50,000 plus acres that are being furrowed this year. So that's 50,000 acres not growing food. That's just in Klamath County. So not good. I know Tule Lake, that area down there, they're facing the same challenges. And so yeah, if you farm or ranch and there's some way that we can help out, man, holler, let us know, and we'll get the word out. But we're definitely thinking of you. I guess that's about it.
Yeah, Forrest Gump said that's all I got on that one.
I do want to, if you're following along with the Klamath County School District, I'll call it story that we're doing. We're taking a week off to dig a little more into our notes, and then we will be back most likely next week with a follow-up dumpster fire episode of what's going on with the school district. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, we first discussed multi-parter on this. To be honest with you, it's only been out 2-3 days. We really haven't got a firestorm yet on that one, so we can move on from that if need be. At least another part, one more part may be released, but
Yeah, we'll do one more for sure.
there is definitely layers to this stuff. So if you guys are interested, we need to see the clicks basically. So find the video and just put it to the vote. But this is and maybe we need to do part one and then figure it out. But there is burning books and all kinds of stuff. So.
Yeah, we're definitely going to cover that in the next episode. So there will be at least one more dumpster fire on the school district, and we'll see where it goes from there. So we again like to hear from you guys, and especially if you are a teacher. We will do things anonymously, but we'd like to get your perspective on what's going on. And again, bigroostermedia@gmail.com. If you that way you're not tagged on commenting on the video. So we'd like to hear from you. And I mean, is there something criminal going on legally? No, not to date. However, are we being abused as a county? Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, this is ridiculous when the circumstances around it are ridiculous.
Maybe padding pockets of one, and then the teachers can't get a solid contract.
Right. And again, I think the teachers and the students are the ones that lose in all.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
All right. And at that, I guess we'll call it a wrap, and we will catch up with you guys next week.
Thanks.